Hello. 1v1 me. Yeah, he ulted.
Ready for my arrival, worm. for my arrival.
Before we dress on up my haze in the air.
Huh? What is it? Something on my face? Huh? What is it? Something on my face?
Still having fun? Answer me!
Before we dress on up my haze in the air.
When I'm going home tonight, alright. You get up and party. Up and down, round at the spot.
To the 9-piece eater, to the mid.
I'm so sorry that I've done this. I want you to know that you mean everything.
See how mild and good tasting a cigarette can be.
Harley, if you hear or read this, please come home.
Hey guys, what's up? It is Harley Dilly. Our first channel, like many others we've discussed before, doesn't look like much at a glance. It's an account run by a young boy named Harley Dilly, which served as an outlet for him to post videos about his life, his favorite video games, and even the occasional live stream. And quite honestly, the majority of this YouTube channel seems completely normal. But when looking at this content closer, it becomes more and more apparent that there was darkness lurking behind the scenes. Darkness that would become even more apparent as in December of 2019, Harley Dilly would vanish.
But first, a heartbroken mother waiting for her missing son to walk back into her arms.
Tonight marks 7 days since the disappearance of 14-year-old Harley Dilly.
Like many kids his age, Harley was interested in video games, such as Roblox and Madden, and he had been posting videos of himself playing these games since the young age of 10 years old. Over time, Harley would begin to show his audience more and more about his life, with topics ranging from his hobbies to his recent performances at school. And even through this, there was nothing that really seemed to hint at anything dark happening in Harley's life. But over time, a clear trend starts to emerge within these videos, and that is the fact that Harley and his mother would frequently get in arguments.
So yesterday, well actually today, my mom and I got into an argument because I didn't want to walk to school because I live like 4 blocks and it's like 34 degrees.
This is something mentioned multiple times throughout these early videos, and it's nothing all that surprising. I mean, after all, most kids will argue with their parents, and it's likely that Harley was using his channel as an outlet to express his frustrations. But any idea of this being your typical family bickering would soon be thrown out the window, and in October of 2018 when Harley would hold a now deleted live stream titled, "I'm Scared."
What's up? It is Harley Dilly. Probably one of my worst days of my life. My mom wanted me to go with her to go get a friend. And I said, I don't want to. I have work to do, so I want to go home. We argued for about a good 5 minutes. Then she snapped. She said she was going to call police, and she said she already did. And she locked me out of the house. So right now, I'm outside. Yep, the house is locked. I haven't ate anything, and I still haven't even got to get my work done. My mom's gone.
Freaking annoying, dude. Yeah, dummy. Definitely switching servers after this week, people. It's almost over.
She won't answer the phone. I legit was scared.
In the video, we see Harley outside in the cold as he explains that his mother had threatened to call the police on him over an argument that the two had had. On top of this, his mother also locked him outside of the house without any food or water on a frigid October night. Now clearly these aren't really healthy things for his mother to be doing, especially given the fact that at this time, Harley was— My God. Merely 12 years old, and this extreme punishment came from a situation that didn't seem all that bad. The whole situation is a major red flag that's made all the more concerning after Harley says the following line.
I just want you guys to wish me good luck, because the future could hold bad things for me. I don't want to find out what that could mean.
The relationship between Harley and his mother clearly comes across as toxic within this video, and this was far from a one-time thing. In fact, in details that would later emerge, it would be revealed that Harley's mother had actually called the police on him on 5 separate occasions, one of which coming when he was only 10 years old. Now you might take this information and just assume that Harley was a poorly behaved kid. However, in actuality, Harley had ADHD as well as high-functioning autism, 2 disorders that can cause hyperfixation, outbursts, and many of the behaviors that had led to all of these family arguments. And in these situations, Harley is practically powerless to stop his own outbursts or destructive tendencies. And it's really up to his mother to understand this and find a way to help him with these habits. But rather, it's made clear that she would punish him instead. And it's important to add that with these outbursts, I haven't seen anything stating that they were violent or anything physical. Rather, it just seems that they were merely occasional behavioral issues. And this friction-filled relationship extends past just Harley and his mother. On one particular video, we can hear Harley's father, Marcus, yelling and screaming in the background at Harley's mother and 4-year-old sibling because the young child had spilled their drink. And 4-year-old sibling because the young child had spilled their drink.
My dad's being an asshole right now in my bed.
Now time would go on and these slight moments of concerning behaviors would show up here and there, but for the most part went unseen from his channel. Harley would eventually switch to a brand new page in 2019 called Harley Dilly 2.0, where he continued posting similar content until eventually on December 10th, 2019, when he would post a typical looking Madden Mobile gameplay video. A video that would turn out to be one of the darkest on the channel, not because it showcased any family fighting or anything along those lines, but because it would prove to be the last video that Harley would ever make. 1 week later, on December 19th, 2019, Harley would complain of an upset stomach and ask his mother if he could stay home from school. She would not allow him to, however, telling him to, quote, "get your ass to school," and so he left the house. Walking towards the school as he always did, only this time, he wouldn't make it there. Day would turn to night, and not only had Harley not shown up to school, but he wasn't at his home either. And to make matters worse, it was yet another freezing cold night. Still, Harley's parents did not seem overly worried, as they would end up waiting until the next morning to report their son as missing. Harley's mother Heather would take to Facebook in a now deleted post begging people to help find her son, but days would quickly pile up into weeks with no sign of the 14-year-old boy. As search efforts ramped up and the story became national news, people began to stumble across Harley's channel, discovering videos like the "I'm Scared" livestream, calling many to question the parents' potential involvement in his disappearance, as it seemed throughout these videos that Harley had been potentially neglected or even abused. This theory was especially prevalent given the fact that they had waited a whole day to report Harley as missing, as well as the cold message that Heather had left Harley with that morning. However, most others believed that Harley had just ran away, under the guise of going to school. Either way, authorities had no clue where Harley could have gone, as he just vanished without leaving a trail behind. However, on January 13th, 2020, this would all change. That day, police had searched an empty home across the street, which at the time no one was living in, as it served more as a summer home for the owners. When searching the house, police would find clothing that belonged to Harley, including his jacket, sweatpants, a single sock, and slip-on shoes. His glasses were also found lying there as well. It was clear that Harley had been in that home, but the rooms were all empty.
Leave me alone. Definitely need to leave after this run.
And there was no sign of him at all, other than his clothing. It wasn't until investigators decided to look up the chimney that they would find what they were looking for. Lodged within the narrow, claustrophobic opening was Harley's decomposing body, trapped within its four walls. Coroners would later conclude that
Run into the goddamn chimney. I got this thing now. I don't care how the connection is, I just wanna...
he had died of compressive asphyxiation, which happens when respiration is prevented by external pressure of the body. According to official reports, it was believed that Harley had attempted to get inside the locked house, knowing it was vacant, by going through the chimney. Right next to the house stood a telephone pole with prongs like a ladder that he would have likely taken to get up there. Once on the roof, Harley then supposedly attempted to slide down the chimney, an opening that was just 9 by 13 inches. But once halfway down, Harley would become stuck, having just enough room to shed his clothing in an attempt to have just a little bit more space. Unable to climb out of the chimney, and now in a minimal amount of clothing, Harley would have been stuck there in the cold, with virtually no hope of survival, as no one was home to hear his screaming. It would be within that chimney that Harley would slowly suffocate to death. It's a heartbreaking way to go, but even though this is the official conclusion, there are still many who point blame at the parents, with many even thinking that they were somehow involved. This is not only because of the circumstances seen throughout the channel, but also because of the behavior of Harley's father. While police were frantically searching for Harley, his father had circumstances seen throughout the channel, but also because of the behavior of Harley's father. While police were frantically searching for Harley, his father had allegedly bragged about the amount of coverage that this case was getting. He had also told his colleagues that he was taking out a life insurance policy on Harley just a week after he had disappeared, and 2 weeks before his body was found. And when describing the relationship that Marcus had with Harley, his own son, he described it as strained, saying, "We know each other, and there's a relationship there. He knows I'm his dad and he's my son, but the relationship is rocky." Now honestly, I have never heard a father talk like this about
They be like, Buck, you teach me how to duck. You know why? Cause all the fellas love me. All I need is a beat that's super bumping. And for you to back it up and dump it.
their own son, especially when that son was missing. And so I can understand why people have red flags about the parents, especially with the dark clues left behind on his channel. Plus a slew of other minor inconsistencies throughout the entirety of the case that truthfully would require a full documentary to go over every detail. But ultimately, there is no actual concrete physical evidence that proves that this was anything other than an accident. An accident spurred on as a combination of Harley's autism and his frayed relationship with his parents, a relationship that led to his eventual running away and ultimately his death. And seeing it play out through his channel is an eerie thing, as it subtly hints at the fate that would soon befall him. But in Harley's case, these clues were hidden, buried within a channel that was otherwise nothing out of the ordinary. But this isn't always the case. Sometimes you stumble across a dark channel with nothing to hide, and oftentimes, those can be the most disturbing.
More doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette.
This next channel takes us all the way back to the spring of 2006, a time that was essentially the dawn of YouTube.
It all started when I was scrolling on TikTok. A post of a player exploring a creepy woodland mansion. I almost never see this room, but honestly, I really like it. Now, normally I don't make videos on TikTok accounts, but after looking into these pictures more, one image caught my eye. And that's when I knew there was something wrong with this TikTok account. So in order to understand how we got here, we have to start from the beginning. The account's first post was made back in July 8th. When you look at their bio, it says, "Hello, I am Pickle6314. I play Xbox 360 Minecraft." That's pretty much all. And their post is giving a tour of their Minecraft house. At first glance, nothing seems to be wrong with this account, and they proceed to show pictures of their Minecraft house. Despite the wholesome TikTok, others in the comment section also expressed their sense of unease, but it seems there's nothing specifically that shows something is wrong with this post, so we'd have to move on to the next video. This time Pickles showcases him going into the mines. "I'm trying to find a lot of gold for a project. Remember this because it will be important later. My first emerald. Cool cave garden." Once again, the rest of the images are normal. In fact, even in the comment section, he seems to be very responsive, and it almost feels weird to think there's something going on, which is why the next post, being the one I showed in the beginning of the video, makes this situation really interesting. Although I pointed out the figure in the background of one of the images, there's other stuff in this post that have something wrong with them. Never seen this before, and I'm pretty lucky I noticed it. Must be super rare. There's a sign behind the staircase that says Jeb_ was here, but the thing is, this sign doesn't exist in Woodland Mansions, so where did this sign come from? Not to mention, this odd bug Pickle seems to mention isn't an actual bug. Also, if you notice, they seem to have 61 torches, and the image after this shows a torch placed on the pillager's nose while still having 61 torches, which means Pickle didn't put this torch there, he found it like this, which is weird because again, this doesn't exist. There never was a torch on the pillager's nose. It's weird stuff like this that makes me question this account. But again, this doesn't mean anything. For all we know, it could be someone playing a prank on him. Moving forward, Pickle's next post would go back to normal. Pickle showcases a new tour of his house. He mentions his project once again for a brief moment, but the next slide he says, "I also wanted to say thank you for all the support and kind comments. My plan wasn't to blow up, so it's cool I kinda did. The video was well received and people in the comment section show their support." It seems all is going good for Pickle, but then, if that's the case, then how did we get here? I don't usually make this type of video, but I needed to show this. When I was making a new mining video, I saw someone. In this, I was just showing the cave. Keep in mind I'm in single player peaceful. There was a hole going straight down into the cave from the ceiling. I thought it was just weird generation. I kept hearing footsteps, even while I wasn't moving, and I swear I saw someone running through one of the caves I walked by. Then after I turned the corner, in the image, I saw this. I did a 180 and mined out the cave after the pick. I seriously don't know who that was or how they're in my game, but I'm pretty freaked out. If we look back at the image, we can see a Steve skin standing across them, and if Pickle is in a single player peaceful world, then who is this? In the description they write, "As I said, I'm not trying to scare anyone, If anyone has an answer for this, please tell me. It seems this is the first time he's really noticing the anomalies in his world, but nothing would come from this strange event, and Pickle would continue his next post in that same world. He would go back to uploading a normal video showcasing his exploration of a jungle temple and the nether. It seems he's trying to move on from the situation to take his mind off it, but sometimes it's better to confront the issue rather than avoid it, otherwise things can get complicated. In his description, he would mention his next video will be his project, so it seems we'll finally get to see what Pickle's been working on. It's time to show the project I've been working on. That's right, it's the Herobrine Shrine. I don't believe in Herobrine, but I used to when I was younger. Even had a world to hunt him. Lighting the shrine. It is lit. It was like 5 minutes in between this and the last pic, and nothing happened. I don't know why you guys thought this would do anything. At this moment, people in the comment section start to worry for Pickle. If you haven't noticed already, Pickle is playing on the Xbox 360 known as Minecraft Legacy Edition. Compared to the other strange Minecraft channels we've reviewed before, they take place on Java Minecraft where you can add your own mods to the game. The Legacy Edition doesn't allow that, so whenever we notice Herobrine or a Steve skin or a weird face, it's more uncomfortable knowing that you can't just add these things to Minecraft Legacy Edition. But with that being said, Pickle will soon realize in the next post that your actions have consequences. Hey guys, something strange happened. The shrine is gone and there's a giant hole in its place. I saw the comments saying how someone was in the last video, and even the mansion one. I'm getting pretty freaked out. I don't want to abandon this world as I started it with my brother when I was younger, but I'm gonna have to. Well, I got to the bottom and it's just a hole to a white area. For reference, this is how deep it goes. I don't know what to do. I'm pretty scared after all of this. I just wanted to make Minecraft videos. Not this horror movie stuff. If anyone can explain this, please tell me. We get some important information in this video. The big crater being in the spot the Herobrine Shrine was in could indicate this was Herobrine. Pickle also explains how he's become more aware of the figures appearing in his last video and the mansion video from the comments. It seems like the crater leads to the void, but if that were true, we wouldn't be seeing a white area at the bottom considering the void is black. But right now, Pickle doesn't want to investigate the crater and asks the audience for help. The comments share their thoughts on the situation, but one commenter writes, "Can we get some background info on your world? How it began, how you and your brother built upon it?" Remember how he mentioned he started this world with his brother. Maybe, just maybe, that could have something to do with what's going on in Pickle's world. Hey guys, someone wanted me to explain a bit how me and my brother started this world, so I decided I might as well while showing our old houses. We started this world when I was around 11 and he was 15. This is his house in the photo. We started on survival and just, played normal Minecraft. He didn't play often as he had some issues he was working on. He went to a psychiatric facility when I was 12. I didn't see him much after, even when he got home. He became a lot more distant. Then he got a lot more reckless and was always getting into trouble, almost never at home. Eventually, I hadn't seen him for about a year. He only called home every few months to ask for money. About a year after everything, I learned he died of a drug overdose. This was my house. I don't like to say it, but I didn't feel anything when I learned the news. I love my brother, but he chose his path. I do miss him, but then again I don't. It's hard to explain. That's all for now. Bye. We learned a little bit about Pickle's backstory, how he had an older brother who he used to play Minecraft with, but his brother
I'm going to a little hidey hole.
wasn't mentally well. He went to a mental hospital at 12 and continued down a dark path until eventually passing away from a drug overdose. Although Pickle claims he didn't feel anything when he learned the news, we know that his reason for not wanting to delete the world despite the strange anomalies is because him and his brother started the world together. He wouldn't want to remove something that he can remember his brother with. This will be important later, but for now we'd have to move on. A commenter writes, use a water bucket to swim down to the white area so you can get back up afterwards. So Pickle's next post would be exploring the hole. Hey guys, as per a viewer's request, I am going into the hole. He would make his way down, but once he reached the bottom, he finds himself in a white room, and there seems to be a bedroom. I'm assuming the guy I saw in my cave made this. In another room, there's 3 doors, but Pickle says he tries to break them, but it doesn't work, and even describes them as bedrock. Alright, well, I got out the hole and made it to my house. I'm pretty confused why that was made, as it had nothing besides a bed in it. There's something strange going on here. The Herobrine Shrine causes a huge crater, and at the bottom of the crater is a secret white room that had to have been made by someone. Pickle theorizes that this was done by the Steve skin he saw in the cave, but there's no way to know. Right now, let's take a closer look at this bedroom. Doesn't it look familiar? All white room with just a bed, almost like a psychiatric facility room. Remember how Pickle said his brother got sent to a mental hospital? What are the chances what we're looking at has something to do with Pickle's brother? But right now we don't know. We don't know who made this crater, we don't know who's been stalking Pickle, and we don't know why this secret room happens to resemble a mental hospital. It seems like someone in Pickle's world is trying to communicate with him, because in the next post Pickle goes through another confrontation and it seems things aren't getting better. Hey guys, I think I'm done trying to go into caves. I was just trying to get diamonds and gold when I saw this divot. This genuinely scared me to my core. I got to the end and it was just fences and a light. Super dark behind it. My game got super laggy and the audio got very distorted. I started leaving the tunnel, and when I turned my back with third person and I saw this. This image is super distorted, but you can make out this thing. What the hell is in my game?
Oh my god. Ricky.
Hey guys, someone said to try to talk to the Cave Steve, who from now on I'll be calling CS, with signs. Also, I'll be trying to get into the dark area with a lever. I left a sign in the bedroom thing. It says, "Who are you? Why are you in my world?" After that, I broke the lever from the bedroom and tried to use it on the door, and it worked. As you can see, it's a weird cutoff light and dark. I kept going forward and up a staircase and found this. Super weird. Super long hallway. To show how dark it is, that's the door. Made it to the end and found a brick hole with water in it. Got to the top and turns out it's a well. Left a sign that says, "Why did you build this?" Okay, now this is where it got weirder. My image file got corrupted and you can kinda see legs in the dark. I went back over to the pit and made my way down, and there was a new sign. Not sure what that means, but I guess CS can talk through signs. Looking at this jumble of text, I decided to put it into a Caesar Cipher website hoping to find something, and after shifting the letters, I did find something. When presented with the question, "Who are you?" the Cave Steve responds with, "I am God," then says, "You will die." It's clear that this Cave Steve has malicious intent, which could most likely eliminate the possibility of this thing being Pickle's brother, because why would he want to harm his own brother? So let's shift our focus to this well. It's clear this was something Cave Steve wanted Pickle to find, considering the only way to find this was by going through the crater. It's almost like there's a story being betrayed. You enter a psychiatric facility and see one of the white rooms, then another door leads you to a well. Maybe it's not that this thing haunting Pickle's world is his brother, but instead could be someone or something that Pickle's brother knew, maybe even correlated with his brother's death. Again, this isn't confirmed, but we never got full context to Pickle's brother going into a psychiatric facility, which if you don't know, they take care of people with mental health issues. Right now, there's not a lot to go off of, but these next 8 posts will start to answer a lot of questions and hopefully give us the answer we've been looking for. If you've made it this far into the video, I would appreciate it if you could subscribe, but only if you're enjoying the video. These videos take a while to make and a lot of my viewers aren't subscribed, so again, hitting that subscribe button would mean the world. But moving forward, Pickle's next post would once again showcase another confrontation of the Cave Steve. It was a normal session of playing Minecraft. He went to go check out a cave and went during the daytime because he thought it was safe. The next image is probably the closest I'll ever get to this thing. I only got the pic because I jumped so hard I accidentally took a photo. My game crashed when I saw it. And when we go to the next slide, a lot of people were saying it might be my brother, and I just want to say, why would my brother's ghost be appearing as a tall creature that crashes my game? Wouldn't he just want to see me without scaring the shit out of me? Anyways, I might take another break. When I come back, I'll be on a new world. I don't want to deal with ghosts haunting my Minecraft world. It would be at this point the situation would really get to Pickle. He writes in the description, "I'm genuinely scared to play," and he would take 2 weeks before he uploaded another post, compared to all his previous ones where he would upload once or even twice a day. But eventually he would upload again, and it seems he's finally started a new world. Hello everyone. I know I've been gone for a while. Forgive me, but I'd like to show my new and improved house. Pickle would just show off his new house, and it's clear he doesn't want to be a part of whatever is going on with his worlds, and he just wants to play the game. This new world is a lot better. There's a mansion, monument, 2 villages, and an ice spikes. Looks like someone wanted to see my house too. The village is over the hill there. He sure did go far to see what I was up to. Also, cool new cave across from my house. I'm still kinda scared of caves after all that happened, but nothing super strange has happened yet. So next video will probably be me exploring this cave. And a day after, he made another post where he would be exploring that same cave. While on his expedition though, found my way back. Gravel fell somehow though. Safe to say I'm not going caving again. Looks like Cave Steve did get into this world. Oh well though, I always have other games. Below this caption gives us a YouTube link, although when searching it up, it seems Pickle took down the video. But a comment left under the post explains that the video was Left 4 Dead 2 gameplay, and at the end of the video, apparently there was a clear image of the Cave Steve, but unfortunately that image is lost media. It seems this cave Steve can travel through Minecraft worlds, and from what the commenter explained, it could possibly travel through games outside of Minecraft. It seems no matter what Pickle does, this cave Steve always comes back to haunt him. What exactly did Pickle do to aggravate this entity, or maybe what does it want from Pickle? Some people might speculate the Herobrine Shrine is what summoned the entity, but we know videos before this, Pickle was still being harassed. Right now, the cave Steve's motives are unknown, but Pickle would continue to post and ignore the situation, and his next post would be showing off his old Minecraft worlds. Hello guys, in today's adventure we're going to be looking at my super old worlds. Here's the first. Don't mind the skin change, these are on a different Xbox account. I made this one with my two sisters. This was obviously my base. My memory is very foggy of all these worlds, so I'm pretty much seeing things for the first time. This was their house. Next world, haunted house. Spooky. I don't think he's meant to be here. Great building, younger me. Of course, secret behind the painting wall. Next one, survival. Cool mountain house. Weird grave, don't remember who it was for. Not even a chest like I usually put when making graves. I remember this. I called it the Wave Mountain. I used it to know if I was near home. Once again, Pickle pretends like everything is normal and would follow up with a part 2 with exploring his old worlds, but this time he'd find something different. Super big forest. Book with no name. Oh yeah, I spawned in a house. I don't remember this world at all. There's something in these woods. Every day I go for firewood. I always see it watching my every move. Always darts behind a tree. We'll have to hold on to this for later. Didn't see anything outside. Not sure if I made this to be a horror map. Whether or not, it's pretty creepy. We'll have to get back to this video entirely later, because I think this post alone, including the book, will help us answer a lot of questions. But for now, we'd have to move on, because in this next post, something interesting.
Take a break from this. I want to play Poppy Playtime. We're going to be going through every single one of the games in the streams. So yeah.
You are about to see the most incredible doll ever invented. Her name is Poppy, and she is the first truly intelligent doll in the world. A little girl can talk to her. Poppy gives her answers. She is the first doll actually able to have a conversation with a child. Hard to believe?
My shoes? Why, of course, Poppy. Just like a real girl, Poppy always wants to look her best. Perfect! Thank you. Her hair is sturdy and won't come out when you brush it, and smells just like a poppy flower. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Poppy? I'm a real girl. just like you. What's the time? Playtime!
And if you've ever wanted to see how all of the nation's favorite toys were created, Playtime Co. is now offering factory tours at just $2.99 a person. An entire hour in the most magical toy factory on Earth. What are you waiting for? Come visit the factory. We can't...
Red, yellow. Red, yellow.
Hi, my name is Leith Pierre, and I'm the head of innovation here at the Playtime Co. Toy Factory. If you're seeing this, then you're trespassing. Yeah, we play this little tape on loop whenever we close the factory for the day. So, trespasser, just to make you aware, while we pride ourselves primarily on our high-quality toys and excellent child care, we also pride ourselves on our security. For example, this facility is full of hidden motion triggers, which, once set off, will turn on the factory's emergency alarms and directly contact the authorities. And that's one of the more tame aspects of our security system. No spoilers. So, you've got my warning. It's not too late to turn around. I just hope that you're certain whatever you're doing is worth it.
Such a tough line.
So, Stella, what made you want to work at the Playtime Co. factory?
Playing with toys when I was young was so magical. I could go straight from my bedroom floor to anywhere in the world. It was such a great feeling. And being able to work at a toy factory, somewhere that can provide kids with that same experience, that's a pretty great feeling too. Sometimes though, I really wish I could go back to being a kid. And it's weird, because adults are just kids, but older. I don't think anyone ever really feels like an adult. Your body just gets older and older, and then you die. Poof! Human body just can't stay young forever. Great things though. Like some trees that can stay alive even while being way older than a person. I mean, the oldest people to ever live are still younger than those. So I guess everyone is always young relative to something.
Alright, I think we're getting a little off track.
final log. In relation, experiment 1006, the prototype. Coordination and cooperation is evidently within his skill set, as well as the skill set of all other experiments of his type. Though still missing, today's events are no doubt in relation to him. His absence was a flaw in the scientific process, which should have under no circumstances been left unaccounted for. That's why I'm making this log, so that the same mistake won't be made twice. Any future experiments will need to be contained and disposed of in a secure location. I'm not worried about myself. One breakthrough and I'll be back. We must forge onwards in the name of science, whether those who are beneath us understand it or not. End of...
He was killed in the Arrow Joy. It sounded like either Kissy or Huggy, but...
You opened my case.
Favorite chapter. Always have been, always will be. Anyways, y'all. I'm end stream. It's getting very late. As you can see, bottom right for me. 3 in the morning. I should probably be getting my ass in like fucking bed. This was honestly a fun stream. I had a good time hanging out with y'all. Playing some Roblox, watching some YouTube. We played some Poppy Playtime. Next stream probably gonna be playing chapter 2. Either that or probably playing Minecraft. But yeah, I know nobody's watching, but I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time.